As a young black man in high school, I mean, you're coming to your girlfriend's house and you're meeting, a father that may be white, say. You don't really know how it's gonna. Yeah, you don't know. You know how it's gonna go. All the movies you watch, things you hear.
Yeah.
It could go south real quick. Yo, welcome back to another video of Posting Up with the Parkers.
In today's video, we're going to be doing the interracial tag. So what that means is we're going to be talking about what it's like to be an interracial couple.
Exciting?
Okay, there's actually a list of questions. There's 8 questions that we'll go through, and then we'll kind of just give our own input as we go too.
Any interracial couples watching, we would love to hear some feedback after the game. So if you just want to go down in the comments, hit us up, let us know. We can have a great discussion on some of the questions we ask.
Mm-hmm.
And give answers.
Let us know what you guys agree with and what you guys have been through before, or what's new to you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So number 1, it says, "What are your racial backgrounds?"
Oh, I'm black.
Obviously.
No, yeah, I'm just black, and I believe I'm mixed with Creole a little bit on my papa's side, my grandpa's side. So, African American and Creole.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a mixture of a whole bunch of things. I'm mostly Filipino. I have some German and some Pali. I really just say I'm Filipino. Number 2, where were you born and where did you grow up?
I was born and raised in San Jose, California, in East Palo Alto. San Jose, my mom mainly. East Palo Alto, my father.
I was born in San Jose and grew up East Side. I grew up on the east side of San Jose.
I grew up on the east side of San Jose. We get in this conversation all the time. I grew up on the east side of San Jose.
Whatever, he's a hater. Just because his is a little bit more in the hood means nothing. All right, number 3. What does your family think about your significant other?
My family loves my wife. I've never really had a problem. I mean, I never really had a problem with interracial couples. My family's not like that. I was never raised in a family like that. So I've never really had to deal with any backlash, heat, or discrimination from my side of the family. Mm-hmm. They're cool with that. I never had a problem with it, thankfully.
Yeah.
I was worried about this one now.
No.
When I first came inside the house.
What?
Yeah, when I first met your father.
Oh. No, I've never... My parents adore Johnny. My parents, first of all, my parents are an interracial couple too. They're not of the same race. And so, us being interracial, yeah, it's not a problem at all, especially with Johnny being black. I was, kind of raised, by a black family. We were really close with 2 other black families. So, honestly, they always thought I would be with a black man anyway, just because that's the culture I grew up with. And so, yeah, it was no surprise.
Well, for me, as a young black man in high school, I mean, sometimes, you're coming to your girlfriend's house and you're meeting, a father that may be white, say. You don't really know how it's going to. Yeah, you don't know. How it's going to go. All the movies you watch, things you hear.
Yeah.
It could go south real quick. So I guess that's what I was walking into. That's how I felt.
Right. But it's not like that at all. Him and Johnny are super close.
No, yeah, Pops was cool. Yeah, Pops is dope.
We're actually really fortunate that he's really close with my parents and I'm really close with his mom. Mm-hmm. You don't hear that a lot where you are super involved with your in-laws and everything like that, but Johnny and I both we genuinely enjoy the time that we get to spend with either sides of our family.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing.
Yeah,
definitely. For
sure.
If you can get married into a family like that.
Yeah.
You won.
Definitely. Number 4, what is the hardest part about being in an interracial relationship?
I mean, I personally don't have a problem with it. I'm fine with the stares. I already get stared at as it is.
Yeah.
Being a tall black man.
Right.
I never really had a problem with it. I mean, I've dealt with it. I've seen it. we've had a few snarls.
Yeah.
We had a time in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were
in Colorado. We've had a few.
I mean, we've had a few encounters.
Yeah,
like the
definitely.
one in Maui. We walked past an older white gentleman, and he kind of just like, ugh.
Right, like he made like the gagging sound at us,
which was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was with the family, so I didn't want to.
Right.
I didn't want to give him no smoke. But
like, look at the time we're in. Like, why that stuff shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, I've never had a problem with it. So thankfully, I believe that's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, especially being here in California, it could be a lot worse than any other state that we would be in. So, like
definitely.
we've experienced.
Yeah, we've definitely experienced like some hardships, but overall, like, I mean, Jonny and I have pretty thick skin, so things don't really get to us that easily.
And it shouldn't really matter.
Yeah, we know like where our value lies and who our value lies in. So things like that don't matter. God is who matters the most.
You're either childish or jealous. That's what it comes down to. Honestly.
Number 5. What is the best part about being in an interracial relationship?
Some good-looking kids.
Yep, I was just thinking the same thing. Jonny just said we're gonna have some good-looking kids. Yeah, I think the same thing. I think our kids are gonna be so.
Yeah, that Black Filipino mix is crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. They're gonna be so cute.
But on a serious note,
actually, I could also say like his background and my background, we have different beliefs growing up, like in different households. Whether like we pick and choose how we want to use them or not. But we like bring the best of those and kind of decide what we want to do for our children, our family, and then the things that we want to take out too. So I think having like those two perspectives between both of us has really been beneficial for like not only our relationship but our future family too.
Definitely, no, I can agree.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Thanks, Dave. Number 6. Would it be easier to date someone of your own race?
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I mean, I would say in some places, for some people. I personally don't care. I'm going to do what makes me happy. If my family wasn't happy about my decision, I'm a grown man. I can make my own decision. So I wasn't going to let them dictate who I was going to fall in love with or marry. But I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah.
I would say in some places, and this could bring some heat how I'm going to say this, so I'll make sure I say it correctly. There's I believe there's some places where being as a black man, other black women would love to see a black man with another black woman and vice versa. I have no problem with that. I just, it so happened that God chose, the one to my left.
Based off of that, going back to like the previous question, that's also something that like, maybe not Jonny, but I've struggled with that, like going out places and having like other women look at me like, and then kind of, I don't know, like a couple months ago, Jonny and I went to the Black Joy Parade. And obviously, like, it's celebrating the black culture and, like, all of that. And it was great. Like, I loved it. But, I mean, I was getting, like, some stares and things like that because I was the only non-black person in the whole group of ours. And so, like, things like that, I think, would be, like, it's a little bit harder just because people don't know, like, where you're coming from. But, I mean, just like Jonny said, like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't remember what the question was. Oh, would it be easier? No. Okay, it definitely would not be easier for me to date someone of my own race. First of all, like I already said, like, I kind of already grew up in, like, the black culture, so that's kind of what I'm used to. So, like, being with Jonny, like, this is the most comfortable. Like, I've dated other races, and this is the most comfortable I've been with a man. Like, I've never felt more comfortable or more safe. I don't think I could be with, like, a Filipino guy or a white guy or, yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't. I don't know. It'd be weird.
No, I mean, I can't say it's easier or not. I mean, I have no problem with black women. I love my black people. It's just I was black. God had someone in mind for me.
Right. Exactly.
So I have, there's no conflicting interests or anything like that for me.
Right.
Let's make that clear. It's got to be clear.
Okay, number 7. How different are your holiday gatherings? I don't think they're like too different.
I mean, we both have big families. We're both loud.
Yeah, we're both very family oriented.
Yeah, both loud. The food is definitely different.
Yeah, the food I would say is the only thing.
Obviously, it's definitely a lot of food.
Yeah, on both sides.
I would say on her side, it's more. They take it as a little bit of a sign of disrespect if you're not eating. They definitely want you to eat.
Yeah, they're always like trying to like get you to eat, but the food in general, is like, it's just a mixture. It's different across the board. Like we have like American food, we have Filipino food, we have Italian food, it's literally like everything.
Mine is just soul food.
Yeah, and his is just soul food. But his is my favorite actually. I like when his more than mine. I eat way more at your your holiday gatherings than my own.
Yeah, you do.
I barely pick up a plate of mine. That's so sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than like food, I feel like there's no difference. I mean, well, I guess like at his family gatherings, we're a little bit more like in tune or in the moment, whereas like we all like are in one room and we're all like spending time. Whereas like at my family gatherings, we're kind of just like spread out through the house and you like go to one clique to another. It's not like...
Yeah, well, I mean, my family's house, my grandma's house is a lot smaller. So it's definitely more compact. And then I would say me and my family, we don't spend the most time together. I have a lot of family in LA that come down.
That's true.
So I haven't seen them in a while. So everybody's usually, you know, connected. And her family they're here. They're just kind of spread out everywhere.
Like I feel like the furthest... Well, we have some that are farther, but like most people come from like an hour or two away. And so they get to see each other a lot more often than Johnny's family.
And it's been funny. I mean, it's definitely been unique how we divide our time. That used to be one of the biggest arguments we would get in is dividing time. Because she would feel like that I would want to spend so much more time with my family. And in a way, I did, to be completely honest. Because,
but, I mean, I didn't have a problem with that. It's just that I would spend so much time with them too, and then Johnny would never come and spend time with ours. So then I was like, okay. I mean, with mine,
and it's just something I had to correct. But in my mind, I was just thinking I never get to see them. So I was expecting her to...
And it was totally understandable, definitely. It's just, I was being selfish too because I wanted him to come and spend time with my family as well, rather than just me over there with them.
But now it's definitely much easier.
Oh, yeah. And, like, even this last Christmas, it was probably my most favorite Christmas and memorable Christmas just because, like, we like, had this schedule worked out perfectly, but not only that, like, his family came over to my parents' house, and we, like, all spent time together, and that was, like, that just meant the world to me that both of our families came together, and it was, like, it wasn't forced or anything, like, it was just so natural, like, we all just had a good time.
And thankfully, the back and forth drive was about, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not long at all.
It definitely makes it, if it was a few cities away, that
would suck, But
God is good.
Right. Everything happens for a reason. Like, there's Johnny's grandma lives like maybe like less than 10 minutes from my parents' house, and that for real has like saved us on so many occasions. Number 8, how do you think your relationship will affect your children? Well, we kind of already talked about that a little bit.
I think as a black man, I have the duty to, especially for our son, I think that I am one that's going to have to have that conversation with him of, you know, an interracial couple. Maybe why your mom is not your skin color, or, you know, things like that. Because I'm sure they're going to get made fun of. It happens.
Right.
That's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
Some kids don't care. Some kids do. That's not the kid's fault. I don't want to blame the parents too, but that's just how it is. That's some things. And I believe that conversation is probably going to have to come up one day. I'm not worried or concerned about it.
No. Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to have a lot of conversations regardless, just because, I mean, 1, you don't know like how society is or how it's going to be in the future. And then 2, I mean, just raising up a black man or a black woman in this world, like, you just have to have conversations with them. And I'm not trying to like be rude, but that's just realistic. Or it doesn't have to be black, it could be anybody colored. But that's just real. Like, even my mom, like, she's pretty dark skinned, and she's been through prejudice, and she's had to have conversations with me, and I'm not even as dark as her. So it's just things that, you know, that we're gonna have to do regardless if we're interracial or not. It's just being colored, period.
We're fine with that.
Yeah.
That's life. That's how it is.
Right.
No reason to complain about it.
Definitely not. We know who has our covering and who has our family in favor, and that's what matters, and that's what we want to instill in our children. I mean, regardless of their skin color, that's just how it is.
Definitely.
And I don't believe in that, like, whole, like, oh, I don't see color thing. Like, a lot of people say that, like, oh, I don't see color. I don't believe in that. Like, I definitely see Johnny's color. And I love it. Like, that's just something about him that I absolutely cherish, and I would never change anything about. And I think that he feels the same way about me, I hope. But
you ain't got no choice. I'm dark. I'm a few shades under Wesley Snipes, so...
Okay, you're not that dark. You're dark, but Wesley Snipes is dark.
Wesley Snipes is black.
He is black.
No.
Oh,
No, that
that's
man.
funny.
Yeah. No, he's black. No, definitely.
Okay, anyways. Alright, you guys, well, thank you for watching. We just want to end off on letting you know, like, if you guys are in this situation or you're, like, you know, finding yourself liking somebody else of a different ethnicity or different cultural background, and you really like them for, like, who they are, I would say go for it. Don't hesitate. Your heart loves, you know, who it wants to love. God is going to put that person in your place regardless of your race, their background, whatever it is. Like, if it's meant to be, if that's who God blesses you to have as your husband or wife, then you need to cherish that. You need to go for it. Pray about it. Always be praying about your future husband or wife, no matter what, whether you found them or not. Pray for them. Yeah, and just love them to the most, or to the best that you can.
Yeah, no, God will make it apparent. Definitely,
Yeah.
He definitely makes it plain and clear, and gives you the wisdom if you're asking and seeking for it and looking for it. He'll give it to you on who that woman is or who that man is, and then the rest is in your hands.
Right.
Well, we would love to hear from you guys. If you're interracial or not, if you have questions, please ask. We will answer them. We're open book.
Yep.
I think it can open up some great conversations for us, especially in our millennial generation. So
yeah,
ask away.
Yeah. And if there's anything that you guys are going through right now that we could pray for you for, please leave them down below too. We just want to be there for you guys, especially during this hard time where, like, everybody's going through different things with this quarantine and shelter in place and whatnot. We just want to extend the best that we can to you guys and just lift you guys up as much as possible. So thank you for watching. See you next time.
Yep.
Bye. Ew, why do I always say it like that? I need to take my slippers off because it's hot. I'm sweating. Oh, shout out to you, Mom.